Hello, precious lambs. It is Alishia Gardner with It's Already Done Ministries, and you know what it's time for? It is time for Sister Supporting Sisters. Y'all, I am ecstatic. I'm delighted. I am thrilled for our sister that's being featured for tonight. I'll get my life together, y'all. But y'all, she is such a delightful young woman that is doing amazing work for just getting therapy and for traumatic experiences for Black and brown women. I am so excited for you to meet our sister that's coming on tonight. It's gonna be good. But as you're coming on in the room, let me know where you're watching from. Just let's say, hey girl, hey, so that I know that you're there. We are here in Texas. Y'all, it's been an amazing day for me personally. Today was the first day of school for two of my little people. Not so little anymore. If you're watching, y'all, let me know if you have a little person that's in school, that started school back up. We got Faith in the house. Hey, Faith. Honey, I have something for you. I'm going to bring it to you tomorrow. I sure do. Faith in San Antone. Y'all. But y'all. Say hey as you come on in the room. Say hey, girl, hey. My goodness. But, my oldest, he is in 6th grade. He's now in middle school. Oh gosh, I don't know. And he said he had a good day. He's like, it was better than I expected. I'm like, well, praise God. Look at God. My 7-year-old, he is in school for the first time without his big brother, so he's getting acclimated and adjusted with that little detail. So just, loved on him this morning, gave him some words of encouragement. And he's like, you know what, Mom? You're absolutely right. It's going to be a good day. Thanks for cheering me up. Like, you got it, buddy. But y'all, okay, I see some people in the room. Y'all say, hey, let me know that you're there. Because Facebook be tripping sometimes. Facebook does not always cooperate. And that's okay. Y'all be sure to share this on your personal profiles so we can get people joining the conversation live. Adding questions, adding their comments for sure. As you come on in the room. Let me see. It's so strange. I only have one person showing up, but I know but it says more than one person is watching. That's the crazy part. Oh, Facebook. Let me go ahead and get this shared as we are getting more and more people in the room. Praise the Lord. But how is everyone's day going? Y'all, you would be so proud of me. I actually, ate some food before coming on here, so I'll be saying every 2 seconds, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. I do that on my message page too, be like, y'all, I don't know why I forgot to eat. Do you ever forget to eat? I know that it's so bananas. Just don't make any kind of sense whatsoever. But let's get this shared on our other pages, in our groups. Y'all join me in sharing. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let me see. The shared on our other page. Y'all let me know. So another question, what are you having for dinner today? What did you cook for dinner? I made Tim and the Littles some baked chicken wings, but I baked them hard so they'd be crispy, because even when I did eat chicken, oh my gosh, I really disliked like it being fatty and having that kind of chewy texture. It's like, ugh. All right, just getting this shared in some spaces. We got Rosalind in the house. We got Vonda in the house. Hey girls. How y'all doing? Hey. We got mad faces, and I don't know what that's about. What's the mad faces for? What's going on? Let me see. All right, got that shared in some spaces. Look at God. So I see some more people popping in. Y'all say hey so that I know you're there. Let me see. We're waiting on our amazing, fantastic sister to be featured, Ms.Nichelle. And let me make sure she's squared away. So Facebook is tripping, y'all. So once you come in the room, say hello to your favorite communications director, so that I know that you're there. and share this. Let's get people in on this wonderful conversation for sure. I'm wearing camouflage today. I'm like, got some battle going on, but in a good way. There we are. Yay! Awesome. We got Nichelle in house. I'm bringing you in, doll. Going to bring you in, so stand by for request. Come on, Facebook. Be nice to us, Facebook. Hallelujah. It's gonna work in Jesus' name. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Making rice and chicken soup for dinner. Ooh, there's something like some good chicken and rice. I don't eat chicken, but like I will make the gravy and put it with some rice. So good. Come on, Facebook. Be nice to us today. Mm-hmm. I'll be some entertainment for y'all while we wait. Get it. Hey, hey. Oh, mercy. Indeed. I feel your faith. Simple yet delicious. Mhm. Oh, mercy. Nichelle, is it working for you? So, okay, Nichelle, when I send the request, she's like, I'm here. When I send the request, you should have to press something to accept it. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Mhm. She's like, I'm here again. It must have kicked you. I hope it didn't kick you out. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Girl, come on through with those locks. Oh my gosh.
Come on.
You look fantastic. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Girl, the grace of God. Hallelujah. You know what? Honestly, I can't complain. Truly and honestly. My 3-year-old was nice to me today. She was giving me kisses and hugs. And you know, if you've ever had like a toddler girl, and you got 2 of them, don't you? Mm-hmm.
So when you said that your 3-year-old was being nice to you today, I understood that on another level.
In the depths of your soul, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my
sure.
gosh. Nichelle, thank you so much for being here, beautiful.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you so much. I said it like y'all, like legitly. When I converse with Nichelle, I said it. I don't know how many times. Girl, it's gonna be good. Girl, I'm excited. It's gonna be. Oh my
She had me
goodness.
excited. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. She was like, okay,
Really?
I can do this. I was like,
Absolutely.
by the time we ended the phone call, I was confident. I was like, okay, I
Yes.
can do this. So I
Hey,
appreciate
that's what we're here. We're here to uplift each other, to support each other, to encourage each other. Hey, that's what we do as women. That's what we're all about for sure. For
most
sure.
definitely.
All right, my doll. So for those of our audience, our viewers that like, who is this beautiful creature? Nichelle, would you please inform the lovely people as to who you are?
Yes, indeed. So, I am a nonprofit owner here in San Antonio,
Mhm.
and a founder. But what we do is it's called True Rose Incubator. So we call it True Rose, and the source of that name is really because when I looked up the meaning of rose, it was about something growing despite their circumstances. So there's meaning behind the name of it, but nonetheless, what we aim to do is develop leaders in Black and Latino girls, but with a strong therapy focus. So
Mhm.
what we do is we provide free mental health services, and you know, as I told Alicia, we do this work because of my own experience and something that I don't see a lot of people touching on. Within society, we're talking about entrepreneurship. We're talking about how a lot of women, and especially Black and Latino women, are becoming entrepreneurs in this age.
Mhm.
But we're not addressing the fact that this is also the same demographic that actually has the highest amounts of trauma. So not only do we started the route with girls in middle school and high school, but we go there to help them develop leadership their leadership abilities, as well as, you know, provide them with free mental health services, because the levels of trauma that we've experienced with the different racial issues and all the, you know, the different elements of being a woman, gender bias and things like that, you know, that's traumatic. Who's focusing on trying to lead whenever these girls in the school are going through some stuff? So nonetheless, we go into the schools. We provide them a program that gets them in touch with mentors, self-enrichment, and just things to really empower them, allow them to identify their passions, pursue their purpose, and step in position to lead and just be all that they can be. So that's what we do.
I love that so much. Y'all, let me tell y'all. So when I had the privilege and the honor of conversing with Nichelle, I was literally tearing up, because it's just like you said, like, who has, like, in the course of our lifetime, let's say, who has truly really taken time to focus in on young women, or just women in general, specifically when it comes to emotionally, physically, you know, psychologically abusive, or, you know, or just trauma in general? Like, who does that truly? There's something that I can really recall in any setting, and I don't think it was not necessarily a thought for people, because let's be real, we have an adversary, and everything, you know, the devil is here to steal, kill, and destroy. And what does the woman do? She literally creates and grows life in her body. She literally is light and life in her household. She literally has the capacity to change and shift the atmosphere in her home for the better. Like, absolutely everything that the enemy stands for, the woman is literally the opposite. So it's so easy to look well throughout history and seeing the very precise, targeted, you know, attacks from the enemy specifically against women. But let's be real, especially women of color. Let's be real. Oh my gosh. And so, like, I was literally tearing up, like, telling myself inwardly, Alishia, get it together. Let's learn more. But honey, you pulled on my heartstrings the moment your lips parted and you just began to share with me. And honestly, it's no small feat. Of course, introvert to introvert, like, it takes a grace. It takes a whole different, even when it adds to you, it takes a whole different level of energy, a whole different level of guidance and direction to do what it is that you're doing. So I just want to say, sister to sister, God bless you, and thank you for doing the absolutely necessary and needed work for our precious, precious young sisters in our brown and Black communities. Thank you.
And, you know, I like to take this time to recognize the people that have supported me. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with this, with the origin story of our mission. You know, the idea of True Rose was actually given to me directly from God. I went to sleep. I had a dream. I saw True Rose. And I was about 16 years old at the time. And honestly, I didn't think I had the capacity for years. I didn't think I had the capacity to do it. And I just continued to walk forward in life, avoiding some things. But I think that avoiding, like, really, like, going for it at that age, because I was too young, because my skin, or because I'm a woman, and because I felt like my voice wasn't heard. Like, who's going to listen to me? And and I realized, actually, after going to therapy, that those are elements of the things I picked up from the world. And so when everything, it was so amazing, because when everything came into fruition, it's all elements of my life. So God gave me the dream. However, there was seasons I had to go through to really develop exactly what it was. And one really important aspect of it is being a mother of someone who's known to be a leader, right? So I'm looking around at all these organizations that are focusing on leadership development, and, you know, Black women or Latino women separately, right? But one thing that they did not touch on is the fact that their mentorship, so that their mentorship process program didn't touch on the fact that, like, make it intimate, making it an intimate experience for them, you know. And I watched my own mother, and she was like a leader. She was known as a leader. She was a teacher trainer. Everywhere that I go, they recognize her. And so I'm watching this leader, but I'm also seeing the barriers and the walls that she put up. You know, I'm seeing the fact, you know, the trauma. I sat there and watched the trauma she went through and how she avoided it at all costs in lieu of that leadership. And I was just thinking, like, how much more of an impact could she have made if she was like her complete authentic self, story forefront, and being able to like, people that don't see it, for people that don't see it, to be able to see, like, I can triumph through this trauma. I can triumph through it. So that's one of the really important points I'd like to touch on with True Rose, and that's probably the biggest lesson that I've learned throughout this journey. So
Absolutely. And it's such a powerful one. I mean, because, you know, many of us have experienced, you know, within our communities, within our families and our homes, you know, what stays in this house, you know, what happens in this house stays in this house, you know, and just perpetuating that stigma of not really getting the help that you need because, hey, it's on the hush hush, unfortunately. But the fact of the matter is when it's like, especially when you're going through things, or you've gone through things, that's when you can truly help the next sister that's facing that same problem. You can't really help somebody when you haven't really gone through what they've gone through, not in that deep, you know, like you said, intimate level, in that, you know, it runs so much deeper when you've gone through that same experience or a similar experience. And so, like, it is so imperative, so important, just to change that dynamic, change that mindset, give, you know, these young women a safe space to know that they are seen, to know that they are heard. And as it's just, that is such, I can't even imagine the amount of confidence that is really, you know, building and eliciting in these young women. Like, that is so powerful. So powerful. So
when I tell you,
go ahead.
Confidence was literally my lesson from God this season. Just to be able to open my mouth and be confident in what I'm saying.
Yes.
And, you know, I wish I would have did it. Wish I would have did it earlier. But, you know, I believe it's all in God's timing. And, you know, so yes, confidence is huge and very important. It's speaking of confidence, we're also having an event to help build girls' confidence as well. So we add this as a component of the actual program. And it's one thing to help girls develop as leaders, but I believe confidence is like a huge, you can have the best idea, something that can change the world, but if you don't have the confidence to speak up, you know, then, you know, we already know if you don't have the confidence to speak up, it doesn't come to fruition. You aren't able to actually see it hit the floor, right? So that's really important. Yes,
absolutely. All right, so I'm gonna put you on the spot, and it's all in love. You shared such a story that really spoke to my heart about your own personal experience that really fed and led into, in part, the nonprofit that you hit. So would you be comfortable sharing that with our viewers?
no problem. And it was about my daughter, right? You referring to the story? Well, that actually made me pretty, like, emotional because of the fact that, you know, I told you I went through a season where I didn't even want anything to do with, like, True Rose. I was so afraid. I was afraid of the mission and the weight that it carried, the responsibility. And I ended up, me and my husband found out we were pregnant. And when we found out it was a girl, you know, like, this mission started to come into complete, like, it started to transform before my eyes. I knew my experience with the world and the different things that I had to encounter. I didn't want that to be something that kept my child from moving forward and being all that she could be. And I knew that. And one day, after fighting back and forth with myself about actually going you know, doing what I have to do to make the nonprofit a reality,
Mhm.
I was driving in the car and God just started to just hit me. It was a song, and it's by Mary J, and all it said was work that thing, and it's just telling you to work your passion, work your gifts. Doesn't matter who you are, just work them, right? I don't know why that song touched me. I don't know
Girl,
why it touched me so much.
girl,
It
look,
messed me up.
do
I'm
not
in
judge
my,
yourself. Do not judge yourself.
but it messed me up so much. I'm driving, and my eyes are literally full of tears.
Yes.
I can barely see. I had to pull over, but I started to see the faces of the different girls that will be impacted, and how
Yes.
much their lives, like their perspectives will be changed, because of the people we're exposing them to, because of the fact that we're giving them knowledge that they wouldn't otherwise have, giving them help that they wouldn't otherwise have to overcome some of those traumas. And you know, it just really shifted. It shifted me. And for a long time, my husband, throughout those years of that, just be feeling stagnant in that mission God gave to me, my husband was like, you need to do true roles, you need to do true roles. And I would get so frustrated with him. I'm like, listen, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So it was just, he was amazed. That day I came home and I was just like, okay, I'm going to do true roles. And with my baby inside me, I stayed up all night writing the mission, the bylaws, with tears in my eyes, and
Yeah.
really, honestly, it was almost like I was speaking to the inner me. What did I need at that moment? You know, the moments where I believe, when I went through a whole depression, and I came from a family riddled with domestic violence. So just being a child and dealing with that and having to achieve in school, like, what would I have needed? What can I help my child have access to that I didn't have access to? And so it was
I'm trying
just
to cry.
it was just a powerful moment for me, because every single aspect of my life was kind of digested into one mission and one point, you know, and it's still evolving and becoming better and better and better and better, more targeted toward the goal. So and mind you, I was completing my master's program, and I had the nerve. So that gave me more ambition, because the research that I did on the master's program was about Black and Latino leadership. So it was, when I saw those numbers of how many girls needed it, that really completely took over. I have insomnia, and I just use it to my advantage.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
yes.
it was it was like a whirlwind.
Honey, you had so many good nuggets up in there, but it all speaks to me personally. Oh my goodness. Absolutely, Vonda. God will use anything to speak to you. I was cracking up on when you said that, because we had that conversation, like how much music is a part of us.
Oh yes,
And
yes.
so I laugh because, like, I love love songs. Love songs. And I was listening to a love song and I just began to cry. And it's a secular, all right, if you too saved, close your ears. It was a secular song.
Yes.
But like tears began to run down my face, because I was like, oh my God, yes, God, your love. Like it pointed me back to the Lord. Like the song says that love can turn a boy into a grown man.
Ooh.
Make a queen feel like a princess, right? Like it's like
Yeah,
one
you
thing.
have to do a lap. I'm telling you.
Girl, it's like music. It's like God created music. It's the enemy that took it and perverted. Like just like he takes anything that God's created.
Right.
He's not the originator. He just takes the beautiful and tries to make it ugly. But honey, look, you said so many things that my heart was like, yes. Oh my gosh, especially when it comes to a little person and growing that precious baby girl on the inside of you. And you even said in our conversation, like it's like you were, like God was not only developing but getting ready to birth what he's already placed in you. Like you were pregnant not only with her, but with the vision and the ministry and the outreach that God's placed on the inside of you. And that just speaks volumes to me. Even just to the point of just having a little person inside your being. Like it's something, especially with that first little person, it's pivotal. It is a moment to choose. Am I going to be who God says I am? Or am I going to continue to be in my comfort zone? Am I going to continue to make excuses? It's something about that little life, that little soul on the inside of you that it's just like, I don't know. I think we both said it, like our children basically saved our lives in a way.
Yes.
Like it's something, it's always such a beautiful privilege and an honor to carry a little person, but to know and see God's hand and his grace, and even allowing that little person to be instrumental in what God has for you to do.
God is so awesome.
It's amazing. Amazing.
Then like blows my mind.
Yes. Come on, Facebook. There we go.
Like so, like uber excited. Like God is so awesome, and it was and thinking of the ways that, you know, you kind of make me make connections that I didn't make before. Like wow, and remember and sometimes we have to write those things down because honestly. I had those realizations in the moment, but I was so fueled by the moment that I, you know, when I got out of it, it was like, you know, but you just brought some things up that kind of, wow.
Girl, I'm gonna give you something as well as our viewers. So my big sis Belinda's on here. Belinda's in the house. Hey, my sissy. Okay, so she gave me something, girl. It's so simple, but it was like, oh yes, thank you. In moments especially when it's like coming to you, it's flooding your brain. It's like, oh my gosh, record it. Like do a voice recording so you can revisit it, write it down. I was like, oh, of course, duh.
I literally do that.
Hello.
I do that now.
Boom.
With songs that I write, though. I do it with songs. Like I told you, God speaks with me through songs. I pull my phone out, I record it real quick, and then
Yes. Y'all, if you have it, I'm telling you, get on it. It'll help your life spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Just get on it. But oh my goodness. But honey bunny, I want to be respectful of your time as well as your family. Is there anything else that's on your heart to share before we close this out?
So like I said before, I think I mentioned it already, but we do have an event coming up on the 27th of August. It's at 6:30. It's a fashion show. It's just to support our girls and really create a platform where they can be confident. We have actually professional models that come and help them and train them how to walk and how to be confident, look confident, and things like that. And we use it as a fundraiser. So we do have that taking place on August, and I wanted to invite everybody and anybody that would like to join us. The tickets you can find on my page. I'll add it to the comments. After,
girl, and text me all the information. We'll get a graphic out there. We'll blast that thing for sure. Absolutely.
Most definitely. Thank you so much. I would appreciate y'all coming up because we worked hard, y'all. We worked so hard.
Girl, and you know, and it's and I'm gonna put this out there because we family, we keep it real. Let's put it out there. So for my people that kind of may have their little bias when it comes to fashion shows or just fashion in general, here's the thing. When women are the crown of creation, we are literally the crown of creation. It wasn't by chance. God is very intentional. It wasn't by chance that we were created the very last. And literally before, like to be presented to all of creation. And one thing that God created us to be, and one thing we automatically are, I don't care what anybody says, we're beautiful. And the enemy does so much to get us to be outside of what we literally already are. I think the last statistic that I came across was 83% of women do not believe truly and honestly from the core of who they are that they are beautiful. 83%. 83%. That is not acceptable. So beautiful things, our beauty, it serves a purpose. There is healing in beauty. There is peace in beauty. There is so many things that add to humanity and the world through beauty. So do not dismiss who you are, what God created you to be. You
Right.
are beautiful. I don't care what anybody says. And this is just one small element that this amazing event is perpetuating. The fact that we are who God says we are, and beautiful is one of them. Boom. So y'all, I am super excited to share. We'll get all that information in the description. We'll have a very own separate post for you to go out and share and tag your people in there, because we need to get this event packed out. We need to know and show these young ladies that you are loved, you are supported, you are seen, you are beautiful, you are valuable, you are worthy, all those good things. So let's get all this information shared. Thank you so much, Nichelle. You are a delight. I love you so much. I can't wait to connect with you.
Yes. Thank you so much for
real.
having me. Oh my God,
It's a pleasure, doll. A pleasure. But all right, fam, y'all take it easy. Y'all be breezy, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.